The AC did some weird stuff. I'm gonna get a reset here with this machine. I recovered all that out because I'm not sure what the measurement was, how much it got put in there. Because my machine requires the engine to be started to charge it, and the machine up north does not. I'm used to the way that this machine handles. So the first start after a cold soak, it's got about 150 miles on it. And when I do that fire up, I want to go ahead and charge the air. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Let's let it back down. Also a good time. We got 150 miles. I know all of the air pockets and the assembly oil, any oil that's inside of anything from us putting things together is now in formed a ring up here above the degas bottle where you can't see it. Now we're gonna drop it down, open it when it's hot, and the expansion of the coolant just screws up the basic atmosphere inside the cooling system. So yeah, don't do that. We're gonna make sure it's cold, drain it, cap it back off before we start it. There you go, she capped the top and we're draining into the bottom. Just lower the level down. I did notice that I need to move the bumper over. It was late. Look at that side. Look at that side. It needs to move over about maybe half an inch that way. Leaving it full at that first fire up causes it to have more coolant pressure than in normal operation. So what I see is that it actually presses out on all the seals and gaskets and every connection that there is for coolant. It presses on it when it's new. And I like to do that. See, we're dropping it down now. And when we drop that level down now, coolant doesn't compress, but air does. So the more air that you have in it, the less pressure you're gonna have in the system is what it comes down to. So we can drop it down. We don't need completely full of coolant. It'll be just fine. I just wanna make sure I don't overflow down there because it might. I think it's about 1 gallon. If you fill it all the way to the top, you should be able to get about 1 gallon out, and it puts it at about the perfect level. Okay, it's all good right there. About in that center area, in the center of the screen, that about halfway right there is a good level. That's plenty. So capped it off, and we just carried some coolant down to the city. Just carried it in its truck. Julie went ahead up to the store. I don't have the disconnect tool for the orifice tube. They're pretty cheap pieces of plastic, so she ran up to buy an orifice tube and to get the tool, because while I've got it vac down right now, I mean, it leak checks just fine. It stays in vacuum, but I want to go ahead and take the orifice tube out just because, I mean, it's cheap. It's like $2, so really it's a good inspection of the system. Okay, we got the tools, we got orifice tube. Let's change it real quick. Yeah, it's always going to be quite a bit harder under vacuum. Let's see what happens. Need to twist it. Here we go. All right, now let's pull this back out of the way a little bit and open it up here, two-handed. All right, this is the moment of truth. It actually, I think it's clogged because when I pulled it out, it didn't release very fast. Oh, it's not, okay. Okay, well, there's like some weird stuff on it right there. Where's that on the, what is that? Kind of looks like it has a little film on it. We'll go ahead and put another one in it. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, that looks good though. So if we're gonna see something bad, that's not it. So I put some PAG oil on the O-rings. I don't need to go in too far. That still looks pretty freaking good. Now, let's, oh, power wire kind of gets in the way. Now I'll go to vacuum right now. Did it lock on? Yep. I've had those blow off before if you don't get it all the way on. They'll blow up, blow everything everywhere as soon as the pressure gets real high. Mm-hmm. Vacuumed almost instantly. It matters how long you have the system under vacuum. If we open it up like I opened it just now, but it was under vacuum till the moment I pulled it out and hurried up, got it back together and closed it up. So the 10-minute, honestly, we really don't need that long. When you go for a long vacuum, it makes everything hot in there and it boils out moisture. So if we don't have much moisture in there, which, you know, we really don't, there's no humidity out here. It's kind of cold actually. If you do open the system, make sure you have the stuff you need to close it back up and it's happier. Of course, it doesn't do any good when we have the cab off for a long freaking time. But when we put caps on all these lines, when you buy new lines, they come with like pretty good sealing caps. So when you take the system apart, use those caps that you bought the lines with in previous, you know, endeavors. That's what we do. So with that said, let's go ahead and charge it. 1.19 and go. Now this tells us it should throw it in there quick. If it doesn't, then there's a clog. And there's a clog. Well, maybe. It should go quite, I mean, it should bang to like 50 or 70 almost instantly. So, but my machine's a little different. I can start it. I'm gonna start it here in a minute once it gets to the point, and yeah, once it gets a little further. Actually, once it slows down, because it's still shooting it in, but once it slows down, we'll go to a start. Unless it don't slow down, that'll be nice. You got the key in it? Go ahead and you get ready. Get ready to fire it up. Not yet, don't turn the key on yet, but yep, it looks like it's going to work. We'll just go through the whole AC charge. Pretty normal at about 15 to 17 for it to have to kick the machine on. So it looks like it's going to take it all. That is pretty good. Okay, so I don't know, I think there's just something going on weird last night. Maybe it was late. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. 119, okay. Okay, press start to equalize hose, then we press start, and then we close the high side hose. There's injector chatter. Let's get a cold start going on here. First fire up ever, cold soak, fresh rebuild. 10 over, balanced rotating assembly. Kind of chilly, you can tell by the injector chatter. It's pretty long. But it sounds good though, doesn't it? All right, hit it. Ugh. Okay, there's the air. Watch the pressure. It drops and hit start. Now, when that goes below 40, oh, it's good. Kill it right now. Start to continue. Now we want to clear the hoses. Yep. So now it'll suck all that out and it'll tell me how much it thinks that it put in. Who knows if it actually knows. Looks like coolant level went up a little bit. 159 miles. There's 243, 215 on the truck. All right, we're on a mission to get this. When we get done today, we should be ready for the break-in oil change very fast. What a drag. That's a new schrader valve. Oh, you bastard. It's brand new. Crap. I popped it open. Okay, good deal. All right. I just hit it real quick. Now just blow it out. A minuscule leak will take all that Freon. Hey, hopefully that's all the tech talk for today. We're gonna go ahead and get to driving, and if it's uneventful, you'll see us at the shop. So it's the next day, it was too late. We do have a little bit of power steering wine. I use the back tool right here, and what we do is we put just a slight 10 inches of mercury vacuum on the power steering and then crank the wheel stop to stop. Power steering winds, it's problematic. I don't have a cure for it. I don't know what to say about that. It's not real. I mean, you can't hear it right now. Are you in it? No. I mean, maybe the fluid is aerated, maybe, I don't know. But we've done pretty much what we can do on that. We need to let the air work itself out, which, Jesus, hopefully it does. But now we're here and we're at 486 miles on her. She fires up good. No leaks underneath. We want to go ahead and get a little bit of temperature because we're about to change the oil. So we're at 146 degrees. And so I'll go ahead. I like to run it through a little bit, even though we've already driven it 500 miles, so we're pretty much good at that point. Power's not really doing so hot. I see the tack and I can hear the exhaust. That's the only way that you know the engine's running. Look, we're out of fuel. I'm gonna reset the keep alive memory, and then I'm gonna disconnect the batteries. And I would like Frank to drive it to let the transmission learn his driving. He needs to drive it however he's gonna drive it. There's really no babying, no nothing. Just do whatever you're gonna do with it and let her eat. You hear that? If you hold the brake down, like right there would be stopping the truck. Let me roll the window up so maybe you can hear it better. Okay, yeah, right there. It's got just a little whine right now, not touching anything. Real slight. So we try to get that going. We try. I mean, did the best we could. Just a little bit. I mean, hopefully that air will come out, and any kind of additives that people have, I'm all game to hear. About 172 is where the truck says we're warm. All right, heck, I didn't even show it, but we did fix the lights. I didn't show it.
Can you actually hit the brake pedal and see what's not working up here?
No, it's working. We're just redoing.
No, that far side is out, the passenger side running without.
Oh, we're gonna throw new tail lights in. LED bulbs for in here. We're gonna see how well those work too. Dude, he's got LEDs in here. Huh. Luminex. What do y'all think of these? Let's look at them. Let's just hope these are better. Let's put these in. New tail lights with some new bulbs. It says push the base of light into tail light, rotate bulb to orient so that horizontal is best. So it goes like that. So right here it would be horizontal, so we want it sideways. It just pops in. That's in pretty good. You have to pull it pretty hard. But when we look down in there, I can see through it. See that? I can see through the socket. So it's not sealed. These are brand new taillights too. Maybe I can take the gasket off. Let me see if I can throw the gasket down there. Maybe it'll help too. Something like that. Let's see if I can get it to pop in. Oh. Not as good. Oh. Put the gasket under it. That kind of seals it. Oh, that's in. Okay. So I just didn't push hard enough. So we can put the gasket in. I like that. That looks a lot better. Pop in your little lock tabs. At least the gasket will go on, and we can pop them in, so that will watershed it.
Good deal.
You know, I guess the backup lights will be a lot clearer. I guess I can understand. Yeah, that's pretty, you know, you might seem a little overkill to go new lights, but honestly, when you're looking at them, it's not. It's very freaking nice to have them all clean. But this light, when I open that up, yeah, that is night and day difference right there. We're gonna put some LED bulbs in it. Hopefully they fit inside the sockets. Let's see. Okay, I don't know. We'll see if we have enough room for these bulbs to fit in there. Hopefully we do. Holy crap, look at that. It fits in there. That big long son of a gun goes in all the way.
It might be touching, it's hard to tell.
Locks on. Yeah, but there's no light on the end, so it's not gonna get hot on it. It just shines it sideways, so. You know what, I'm liking that. Yeah, let's throw the other one in, set it up there, see how good they look. There you go. The LED's in, let's get this out. Ta-da!